My life in Boston had been simple, enjoyable, boring. I had a family, a job, a wife who managed to find time to cheat on me with my brother, my handsome but idiotic sibling. The bitch left me, took the girls, vowed to never let me see them again. For weeks after they left, I became friends with the bottle, frequenting bars almost every night, spending money I didn't have, talking to people I never knew, and getting into fights over things I had no care about. That all came to an end as I walked across a road in a drunken stupor, and a driver busy on his smartphone hit me. As I breathed my last, as I cursed my wife and my brother, I felt the life leave me. And at that moment I could swear I could hear insane laughter. Blackness. Nothingness. No light at the end of the tunnel, no harps or angels singing, but pain, nerve-searing pain, and I could not move or scream until I awoke. In a morgue filled with the recently departed, filled with the dead, and in my head, at the back of my head, I heard, "You're welcome." I had to leave Boston with all haste. I was dead, I knew that, and yet I lived, in a manner of speaking. I did not breathe, and yet I survived. An all-consuming need to feast on flesh and blood. It didn't take me long to realize what I had become, impossible as it seemed. The need for blood and aversion to sunlight made it very clear that the stories and the movies were true. I could not stay in Boston where, to all concerned, to those who knew me, I was 6 feet under. Pushing up the daisies, I was dead, deceased. I was no more. I made my way north and eventually found myself in a large seaside town, New Charmouth, in Maine. Its beach and amusement park drew many tourists in the summer. Its plentiful residential areas provided workers for the bustling industrial areas, and there was, luckily, an extensive sewer system that would prove perfect for my current needs. I have a new home. I need to feed. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going to be continuing with Vampire Alone in the Darkness. Hola to all my friends in Brazil. We are at night 3. In gameplay video number 1, the Halloween episode, we had night 1, which was on Saturday night, 29th of October. We had Sunday night, which was on the 30th. So on the Saturday, we found that vampire hunter and run away. On the Sunday, we had that incident or the event with the elder vampire who was going to commit suicide. We managed to talk him out of it. So now we are going to the third night, which will be on the Monday, which will be Halloween. So I may actually be able to not be as cautious moving around because, you know, trick or treat, people in costumes. One thing is that in the last episode, I did find a servant. So I've used a number of online resources, a number of online generators to come up with random information. So the servant that I found was male. Again, this is all random. So he's male, 28 years old, name of Leon Cook. Again, it's all randomly generated. He's a physician. So this guy, this servant that I've managed to find, this guy that's going to help me, is a physician, a doctor, which could be extremely useful. I think at the moment I'm going to keep him in his own place, his own house, his own home. I'm not going to kind of bring him away to sort of stay with me at the moment. I think he'll be more like a friend to contact, a servant to contact, not necessarily somebody who's with me all the time. That may come later once I sort of establish a proper home building. Like I say, I think at the moment, because I'm of the Ghul cast, I think I'm kind of probably staying in the sewers kind of thing, you know, staying out of sight at the moment. To buy a house or an office, it actually costs a lot of money. So I'm going to have to try and generate some money somehow. I don't know whether I can try to blackmail that vampire that I helped. Because the thing is, I think houses and stuff like $50,000. So anyway, we'll continue with sort of standard gameplay, at least for 1 or 2 more nights, and then maybe we'll start thinking in terms of how to actually make a lot more money. Maybe I don't know, maybe I can find a contact or make a contact where I can kind of steal cars and kind of sell them to criminals kind of thing, maybe. I don't know, I've got to think about it. Right, so we are going to start night 3. I'm going to be starting as usual, going to be starting in hex OC4, which is my home hex where I'm kind of staying at the moment. And again, we're going to be starting at 7 o'clock at night. And where are we going to go? Right, so I'm thinking that now that I have this servant, Leon, I'm thinking that I need to have a better way of contacting him. So one thing that I didn't buy last time was a phone. And like I say, being who I am, being of the Ghul cast, it may not be convenient for me to use public telephones and stuff. So I think what I'm going to do for my first action is to actually go and buy a phone. How much money do we have? 2,410. Yeah, computers are a bit more expensive, so I probably won't get a computer, but I think I'm going to go and buy at least a phone, and we'll see what else there is. So let's begin. I hope you guys enjoyed the previous videos. If these videos do get popular, if I do end up getting decent numbers of views, this may actually become a separate playlist. Vampire. But again, I am also waiting for the other games to be translated. But like I say, I think Jefferson said that's going to be next year, so it gives us some time to play other things. Right, so where should we go to buy our phone? I'm thinking that Old Town or Old City would probably be cheaper than New City. I don't want to go here really, because this is where the vampire hunter was. I don't know, there may be an event that says if you've encountered somebody here. I don't know. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go, because again, right after the action, we have the event. So I'm thinking, let's try going to here, which is OC2. And then it's a quick ride down here if I need to get some sustenance, if I want to get some food. Yeah, because this is the promenade. This is where the amusement park, the pier, the beach, and where all the homeless hang out is these 2 hexes here. So I think I'm going to travel using my motorcycle because it's faster. And I'm going to travel to this hex here. So I move my nice little Arch Villain Games miniature and I move it up to here, which is OC2. So we moved 2 hexes. Motorbike does 1 hex every half an hour, so that's 1 hour. Right, so we arrive at that hex at 8 o'clock. Right, now we are going to buy some items. Now, I want to try to bargain. I'm not very good at bargaining, but I might be able to get cheaper. Or one thing I did forget to do, because I had a night of rest, I get back 1 point of will. So I spent a lot I spent a lot of will points in the last game trying to convince that elder vampire to come away from the thing. So I'm now at 4 will. Ugh, I really don't have, that comes back really slowly. Right, so let me move this out of the way. We are going to buy some stuff. Bum, bum, bum. Right, buy something. Time according to the sector. I'll do that afterwards. Right. Being able to bargain with a success. Okay, spirit manipulation. So again, for a lot of these tests and checks that you will do for your character, this game is very simple. It is attribute plus the skill if you have it, plus a d10. And your target number is 10 or higher. If you have a skill, you get +2 to the roll. So we are buying something. Right, spirit is for manipulation is, we have that, so it's a +2. Now, this is a question that I had, I think, in the last video. Should this be affected by my cast weakness? You see, my Ghul weakness is that I will always have a disadvantage on spirit rolls to deal with other people in a positive or neutral way. In contrast, whenever a Ghul seeks to intimidate, they'll perform their spirit checks with an advantage. I'm kind of thinking that this would give me a disadvantage because I'm trying to bargain. So I think this would actually, I think I may have done it wrong in the last video. I think on the first playthrough, in the first gameplay video, I don't think I included my weakness on this roll, but I do think afterwards, like I'm looking back thinking, I think I should actually have a disadvantage on this because I'm trying to bargain with the guy. Not through intimidation, but through sort of, come on, mate, give me a discount. So I think it's going to be a disadvantage, which means I'm going to be rolling 2 dice and taking the lowest result. So spirit manipulation, we have spirit of 4. We've got manipulation, so I'm getting a +6 to the roll, but I have to take the lowest dice. And the lowest dice is a 3 plus 6 is 9, so we fail. Now, do I want to use a will point to re-roll? I've only got 4 left. I don't think I will. Okay, so I failed the bargain check. Dang it. All right, so we failed the bargain, so I'm going to be paying full price. Now, what do I want to buy? What do I want to buy? It's going to take 30 minutes. All right, so it's going to take 30 minutes. Just make a little note there. Right, we are going to buy some stuff. Now, I want to buy at least a phone. So a phone's going to cost, I could have got it $100 cheaper. So it's going to cost $500 for a phone. Let's move this out of the way. Let's get this. This is the one I wanted, not the character sheet. Right, so I think I'm going to buy a phone. So I'm going to buy a phone. And that costs $500. So that leaves me with about $1,900. Computers are $1,500. I don't really want to spend that just yet. Survival kit, don't need. Break-in tools could be quite useful. I've got a flashlight already, got a backpack. I think I'll buy some break-in tools just in case I need them. So break-in tools, and that costs $250. So I'm spending a total of $750. Ugh. Oh dear, that's not good at all. So how much do I have left? So 750. So that's 250, 660. So I'm on 1660. Is that right? All right. So yeah, I've got 1660 left. Still a bit of money in case I need it. Like I say, I haven't read everything in the thing. I haven't read through all the events and stuff, so because I don't want to ruin any surprises, you know. So I've got 1660 left. I have a phone that cost $500, and I have break-in tools that cost $250. All right, they may come in useful when I'm doing investigations or following up events and stuff. Right, so we've done that. Do I want to buy anything else? Grenades? Nah. No, I think I'm okay at the moment. So that is our first action of the night. Let's go back to here so we can see. Right, so after the first action, we now have to check for the event. And, purchasing took 30 minutes. So the event is going to start at 8:30 in the evening. And we have our event, and we are in Old City or Old Town. So let's see what we get for our event. So we go to the Old City event table and we roll. Again, it's 2d10 to to give us 20 different options. So white first, we get a 6 and a 9. Right, a 6 brings us down here, a 9, okay. The art museum of an influential elder vampire, roll the cast on table 12, is receiving a new collection and you have been invited. Ooh. Okay. Would it be the same guy that I helped? We can check the oracle to find out if it's the same guy that we helped the other night. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use. Okay, so I'm gonna use, because the thing is, like I mentioned, I think in the last video, the rules kind of say that you should have a vampire for every hex, but that's way too many vampires, in my opinion. So I'm kind of thinking in a place like this, we may have maybe half a dozen at most. Now, I've already encountered one elder vampire and saved him from committing suicide. So I'm kind of thinking that there can't, out of maybe half a dozen vampires, how many are going to be elder? It could very well be the same guy. So what I'm thinking is, okay, so the art museum of an influential elder vampire is receiving a new collection and you have been invited. Okay, so I'm going to check the oracle, because this oracles are things that you use in place of a games master or referee to kind of help you to make decisions and to answer questions that normally a games master would do, if you know, in terms of having a human person there. But when you're playing this solo, we use these oracles to kind of help us make decisions. So we're using the oracle, and this is used to answer a question, yes or no. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the question, is this elder vampire the same guy or the same vampire that I helped the other night? So I'm rolling a d10. On a 1 to 5, no, it's a different vampire. On a 6 to 10, yes, it is the same guy. So let's roll. We get a 9. It is the same guy. Ooh. Right, let's just take a second. I'm just going to write down a little bit of info here, and then we'll come back and continue the event. Okay, so I've just made a little note in terms of what the event is. This is just this isn't a very good journal, to be honest, but it's like a timeline and notes. It's not a very good journal. But like I say, this is going to be good for me to kind of remember things, to whatever. So there's this art museum, which is owned by the same guy we helped from suicide. And he's got a new collection. He's inviting me. Now, it is Halloween, which means that I will be able to mix with all the people in the museum. I won't have to hide because they're going to think I'm wearing a costume. That's good. Now, I think I need to generate a name for this guy. Was there a generator here for names? Or was it just a list? I think it was just a list of names, wasn't it? Yeah, it was just a list of names. I mean, I could do the good old-fashioned. Oh yeah, that works. Isaac Perez. That'll do for a name. Using the old tried and trusted method of blindly putting a finger somewhere. Right, so his name is Isaac Perez. Let's write his name here, Isaac Perez. Write his name here as well, Isaac Perez. Sweet. Now, why has he invited me to this thing? Is it a way of saying thank you? Or does he possibly have a job for me? I don't know. I don't know. Is there anything in here that basically says, you know, somebody's got a job for me? Maybe that's amongst the events. I don't know. Yeah, it looks like when they're offering you jobs and stuff, that's different events. So this is literally just an invitation. So it's probably a way of saying thank you. I think that's probably it. I could be wrong.
he may have other plans. But like I said, there's nothing else here that says that there's going to be some kind of ambush or a job or anything. Like I say, it seems that other events will have things like jobs, when they ask you to do jobs and stuff. So, okay. So I'm thinking this is probably just a way for them to sort of say thank you to me. So I have the opportunity to go to this art museum, mingle. The thing is, there's not much point me mingling at the moment. I mean, I might be able to make 1 or 2 contacts. Possibly another servant. How many servants can I have? I think I can only have a number of servants equal to my spirit. Let's have a look. Getting servants after being a successful test to find the ideal person. Make a spirit. Yeah, so I can only have them equal to my spirit. So my spirit is 4. So I can have up to 4 servants. I mean, that could be good because, again, being at an art museum, they may be people of importance. So that could be my next action, linking in with the event to look for a servant at the event kind of thing. That could work. Right. So we're going to this event. I'm assuming it's in the same hex here. So we're going to move the token for Isaac Perez into this hex here, because now we know that maybe he's located in this area. He has a museum here. That was just maybe somewhere that he tried to do the deed and commit suicide. All right, so for this we go to the art museum. We show our invitation. We walk through the door. Everybody's in fancy dress. Everybody's dressed up because it's Halloween, which is actually quite a good coincidence. And yeah, we start talking to people, mingling. Well, not so much because I don't think being a ghoul, we kind of like being around people so much. And we come up to Isaac Perez. We come up to him, we shake their hand. He says thank you to us. I'm not going to do a lot of the acting here because I can't act very well. And I'm not very good at doing different voices. I always forget the voices. So Isaac Perez thanks us for what we've done. Is he going to give me some kind of reward? I don't think he'll give me a reward, but maybe he says things like, I owe you one. Thank you. Again, I'm not very good at accents. But he says, thank you for stepping in. I don't know what I was thinking of. I think the drugs were bad. You know, I had a bad case of the drugs and they kind of sent me the wrong way. But thank you for saving me. I owe you one. Here's my number. Contact me if you need any help. Pretty good. Pretty decent. And I get some, well, I mean, I don't really care much about food, but, you know, there's people here. Ho, 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 ho. Now, do I want to feed or do I want to hunt for a servant? I think I'm going to try and look and see if there's anybody here suitable for being a servant. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to combine an action with this event. So I'm going to search for a servant at the museum. While I'm there, I'm going to keep my eyes out, see if there's anybody suitable. I have a physician currently, Leon Cook. Let's see if we can find somebody else. Somebody from the police could be very useful. Maybe somebody at the zoo, maybe? Because I have animal dominion, so having access to animals could actually work well for me. So maybe a contact at the zoo, if there's a zoo here. Right, let's search for a servant. Anywho, right. So search for a servant, mind investigation. I mean, I could completely screw this up. So I think for the mind investigation, to find the ideal person, that's not going to be affected by my weakness. So it is a mind. So I've got a mind of 4. Investigation I don't have. So I'm just getting +4 to the roll. Okay. We get a 9. We don't find anybody suitable. Damn. I mean, I could spend a will to re-roll it, but then I have to succeed at a spirit manipulation test. And again, I think this would be affected by my weakness. So I don't think I'm going to find anybody. Okay, it was worth a try. So we'll put that over here. Don't have enough space. So the search fails. And searching for a servant takes 3 hours. So let's say 3 hours plus maybe 1 hour with all the kind of saying hello to Isaac Perez. Let's say it took 4 hours in total, including the event. So that brings us to 12:30. And I can do another action now. Okay, cool. So basically this guy, he's basically, let's write it properly. So basically Isaac says he owes me. He owes me for the help. Right, now, do I want to actually try and steal something? I know it's a little bit of a, what do you call it? What do they call it when you kind of take advantage of somebody? Should I try? I don't know, what would I? Because I can use shadows. Maybe there's something in the back. But if I get caught, I'm going to lose the contact. I'm going to lose that favor that he owes me. But if I steal something, I could get some money. I could sell it for a bunch of money. Oh, should I? Again, I'm risking that contact, that elder vampire contact and a favor. So I'm split because I want the money. Oh, I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, I don't think it's worth stealing anything. Not from this guy that I know. So we are going to leave. We're going to leave the museum. We're going to leave the event, and we're going to go on to the next action. So, still no combat, thank God, because I don't think I'd last long in combat. But we're getting things done. We're making a name. We're getting to find people. So what am I going to do for the rest of the night? It's 12:30. What should I do? Should I get some more money? Interact with a character. 30 minutes. I said 1 hour. It's okay. Should I just earn some more money? Find a new haven. Hunt for prey. Now the thing is, I don't think I need to eat every... Do I need to eat every day? Let's have a look. Yeah, doesn't look like I need to eat every day, so I don't need to hunt again. I mean, I found a favourite prey. So that lasts me for 4 days. So 1, 2, 3. So it's going to last me for another day after this. So I'm okay with that. Let's try and earn a little bit more money. 25. Again, I could try mugging people. I could try deceiving people. But I think I'm just gonna earn work honestly. You know, maybe just delivering some packages or cleaning up some stuff or something. Right. So $25 an hour. I'm gonna work for. Okay, I need 1 hour to get back home. So I'm gonna work for 5 hours. So I'm gonna get money. Money. Just my normal work. So I'm going to be working for 5 hours at 25 per hour. Yeah. So that will be $125. Okay. So 5 hours. So that will bring me to. That will bring me to 5:30, and then I'm going to motorcycle to OC4, and then, so that is 1 hour, so 06:30, finish. Okay, so $125. So $125, so that now makes it 1785. I'll rub out that bit. All right, so night 3 is completed. We've got a couple more items here, a little bit of money. We didn't find another servant, unfortunately, but I met up with this elder vampire that I saved the night before, and he basically, I think he's like, owes me a favor, so that's very, very useful. And I also know the owner of an art museum. If for any reason I need help in terms of arts, in terms of knowledge of arts, if I need to do any kind of investigation regarding arts, I can come to this guy. He owns the museum. He must have some knowledge of arts. So again, that helps to add to my story and should help me in the future. So that is Monday. That is day 3. Now, the previous gameplay, the gameplay video number 1 was long because I tried to show a bunch of stuff in the gameplay for the Halloween special, and like I say, I think it was over an hour. So I think in future episodes of Vampire Alone in the Darkness, I'm going to be doing 1 night per episode. So this episode is complete. We have done Halloween. Again, being Halloween actually helped me in terms of this event because it helped me to mingle and go to this museum and do that kind of thing without having to worry about hiding or anything. So being Halloween did help. I mean, I could have gone hunting for prey amongst the trick-or-treaters. But okay, I mean, nothing really exciting happened, I don't think, but the story of my vampire is developing. Contacts, favors, yeah, all these things are actually happening. So, like I say, I think for gameplay videos for this game, I think I'm going to limit it to 1 night per episode. That kind of keeps the video to a more viewable length. So we will call it a day, or we'll call it a night for this video. So guys, I hope you've been enjoying this. I will definitely be doing another one. We'll see how many I can get recorded. I don't know whether this is going to become a regular thing. Because like I say, I do have a lot of games that I want to cover on the channel. I don't really want to focus on just one game, but I'm enjoying this. So I don't know whether I'll be doing enough of this to do an actual playlist by itself. I don't know. We'll see. But this is night 3 completed. I'm still alive. In the next episode, I have to remember to get back another point of will. So guys, thank you again for watching. Keep an eye on the channel. There's a lot more coming, a lot of different games. There will be some more Vampire coming as well. So please take a moment to like and subscribe. Would really appreciate that. Ring the bell to get notified when I release new videos. And please spread the word. Yeah, let people know what I'm doing, because I'm not too sure how well my marketing is doing in terms of spreading the word for these videos. I'm kind of getting the impression that maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm not reaching enough of an audience. Maybe you guys can help me with that by spreading the word. So guys, thanks once again for watching. Please take care of yourselves and stay safe. Cheers.